Hey everybody, so today at Off the Line Performance,
we're gonna turbo the Corvette! Alright guys, so another day working on the Corvette. To give you guys a quick update, we have pretty much most of the turbo system installed onto the car. We got the water to air cooler installed on the car. So if you walk back here, and you got, like, you see this big, you know, F-15, F-35 style, like, wings on the side of the car. This is typically where all the fans are that just push air through the engine compartment. So now, that's what these kind of hoses are right now. Right where that fan is, you have a water to air intercooler, or heat exchanger for the intercooler. And then now that we have that installed, we can install the intercooler. So right here, this is not your typical intercooler. If you're not used to this, this is what I'm saying for water to air. So basically, put it right here. On either side here where the air comes in from the turbos, we have a heat exchanger that's inside here, and on the top of this is where you fill your water up. So, and then these pumps on either side basically just flow water in and out to the heat exchanger on the side of the car. So we gotta install this now. And this plops in. So move our charge pipes out of the way. So it kind of just finds its home, and you're gonna get the throttle body on, just like that. All right. So that would be considered our cold side pipe is on. Now our hot side pipes are just on either side here. And these kind of just, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but these will slide on. There's one. And then two is right there. So we get those on. And then the blow-off valves, they kind of show off like really cool. So these, the tile one, tile blow-off valves go like that on either side. So I'm gonna take the tape off of this one, and then we're also gonna take, obviously I have to take the tape off of the water lines, and we're gonna route those rubber hoses that were on the inside of this quarter panel, and we're just gonna bring them all the way over here. Once that is on, that's all the hard parts installed. So turbos are on, the intake manifold is on. The only thing that we haven't done is the rest of the fuel system. So the front of the car, we'll get that done. I'm waiting on some stuff from ETS. They're sending us an updated fuel line, and then some pictures of their car on the lift too. Because besides, I think one or two other cars, this is the most extensive kit that's installed on a Corvette. There's ETS has an example, and Sissio has done some. So this is pretty much the Mac Daddy turbo kit package that'll go well beyond what this engine and transmission is capable of power-wise. V8's noises. Got our couplers on. My dogs are here. Say hi, Drifter. Sit. This good ass boy. Damn, that boy good. There's Kencho. Internet's favorite border collie.
Hi, buddy. What do you want to say to the camera?
I got my GAT out. I'm gonna start drilling holes in my brand new Corvette. So we have to put the surge tank in, and the surge tank is that black box with the two pumps on it. So basically that just goes in the front, and that's kind of like supplemental fuel system plus surge tank for the setup. and then we have to run lines all the way back to the engine. So the frunk becomes part fuel tank, and then a cover goes on it. So let's drill some holes. Basically what I did is the bottom feet on the surge tank itself, I put some paint on it, some white paint, and then I basically placed the stuff down there, and it left us some marks to go off of. So now I'm just gonna drill those out. I'm gonna make the holes big enough to where we can adjust it left to right, whatever. So. Tease me off. Yeah. Yeah. You're not gonna like it when I'm. Yeah, I know where you work. I drilled holes.
What are you drilling holes for?
I drill holes for the fuel lines. In the trunk, in the front, in the front. So you got entry and exit, because that's just how.
That's how fuel lines work.
Yeah, and the circle of life.
Yep. Entry and exit.
Yep. So we're just gonna place this here where it belongs.
And son, like a glove.
It goes like that, and then here's the piece of resistance.
What do we got?
This is this really satisfying part.
Oh shit.
This is the satisfying part.
Stealth. Damn, dude, you could smuggle Coke in there, dude.
Yeah, Diet Coke
Yeah, for drinking.
for drinking. Mm-hmm. You know what's less ugly or more ugly than that? Your car on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were just talking about how the front of the car, this is all supposed to be a crumple zone. So safety wise, we've kind of added fuel into the front in a crumple zone. So there could be the potential to a fire if I were to get into a wreck or anything like that. So we're probably gonna eventually do like a fire suppression system and everything. But either way, this is what the frunk looks like now. You can't even tell that it's there. You just see this little cap. So and obviously this goes back here, like the cover for this goes back on. But you fill this up once with fuel, and it's tied into the factory fuel system. And then all these lines, which we're running right now, these will be hidden underneath there. And this will be the supplemental / surge tank fuel system in the front of the car. So now we're running lines underneath the car, and we just got to do some wiring after that. So we're getting really close to finishing up.
That's cool.
It's got to be like 1,800 horsepower.
I think it makes more than that.
Probably.
I think it makes 1,800 off the bottom.
Right.
And I think it's got like a 500 shot.
That's crazy.
That's
Feed
fucking
lines.
sick. That car's dope.
Set. So we got the fuel filters put into the car. We have 2-8 fuel lines coming from the twin pumps off of the fuel cell. And then this one I think is going to be returned, so we're going to do a -6 union, and then off of a 90 off of the fuel pressure regulator. So that'll be the return. And then this one, we're just going to use this one as a vent to atmosphere. So you're going to just put a check valve in that, so no fluid gets out, but it'll let air in. That way you don't have you don't pressurize the fuel cell / surge tank. So I'm gonna run the lines up to the top of the car. But yeah, this whole section right here, it's almost like Chevy wanted to put an extra drive shaft up here. It's almost like maybe one day they're gonna make an all-wheel drive Corvette. Who knows? Oh, also fun fact, the ECU or one of the control modules is underneath the car in this tunnel area too. So that's kind of neat. So, yep. I'm gonna eventually need to tap in a bunch of ECU stuff. Not a bunch, but just a few things for the Motec. So fuel lines are in the car. Running a 90-degree dash 8. So basically that just goes off of the driver's side line. It's going across over to the oil filler neck, and then we have it kind of just goes right next to the factory fuel tank. And then ETS actually sent us an updated fuel line, and it uses a 45-degree instead of a 90, and it kind of just helps get around this rear or cross member kind of area here. And this kind of just goes over the top of that same line. And then the return off of the regulator goes into the same section. So everything's all lining up and it's working out pretty good so far. I'm gonna go underneath the car again, kind of button everything up, get everything filled or put back together, and then we should be all set up.